roster, I actually really like the 80s teams that never could quite get over the hump. You know, they came very close a bunch of times.
I bet you love the Mecca. Just looking at it on TV, how great place.
It was one of the great old arenas. They just don't make them that way anymore.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here is Hardaway. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
To the middle. Matthews with the steal.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here is Hardaway. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now, here's Doncic, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Bucks leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And here is Doncic, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Doncic against Bledsoe. Doncic right side, and it's Hardaway atop the key. Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Pistons in Detroit. You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love. Because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash, his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it, I think.
Hardaway with it. Matthews covering. Lopez with the block.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
And again, the Bucks miss. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Finney Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Hardaway. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Shot clock at 3. Here's Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free.
And yet to attack the paint here, everything's coming from the outside.
No coverage that time. Middleton's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hardaway. That shot is off. Good D by Bledsoe.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 8-point game. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bledsoe. Finish off the break.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Bill, you look at the ascension of the Milwaukee Bucks. Are they the model on how to build a contender as a small market team, do you think?
I don't think that, because their motto is basically they drafted a 6'9" guy from Greece who fell out of the lottery, and then he grew 3 inches and became an MVP and was amazing, and I don't think that's replicable.
And it's not like he fell into their lap, but I mean, there is an element of that. I mean, they couldn't possibly have guessed he'd be what he is.
No, you have to get lucky.
Yeah.
And whether you're getting lucky at the top of the draft or like what Golden State got Steph Curry 7th,
right?
You have to get lucky with somebody, and this is why the Celtics during this decade, they took all these swings at high lottery picks. Philly did too, hoping you get lucky with somebody. Philly got lucky with Embiid. Unclear if the Celtics got lucky with anybody, and Milwaukee got the luckiest.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Bucks, things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
And I think for the Bucks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And here is Lopez after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Doncic outside. And here's Porzingis for a 3. They grab their own miss, and they pick up 2.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. The dish to Giannis. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Giannis has got 7 points. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. We've seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. No. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
Now Porzingis, after the miss 3 from Lopez, and Porzingis gets the 3. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bledsoe looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 5. And here's Doncic. The second chance effort. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Doncic has got his second basket. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Pelicans.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Luka Doncic. Here's Connaughton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my number 1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
Connaughton kicks to Lopez. Right against Hill, and there's the pass to Korver. And he gets it to go. Korver's got 5 now.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
Right with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Curry's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's right, sending it back. On the wing, Jackson. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. He's got 5.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now here's Ilyasova. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks number 1, in third the Mavericks.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Curry against Korver. Curry passes to Kleba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Lopez. 1:02 left to play here in the first. Back to Connaughton. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Curry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment to see numbers for Wright. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, similar to his brother Steph, Seth is a knockdown shooter. This guy's a crafty combo guard with a number of tricks up his sleeve.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And both free throws good for Curry. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Korver. Lopez inside. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Off on the layup. Outside Curry. Takes it from 10, and it's in off the backboard.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
Hill deciding where to go with it. right wing. And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. 4 on the shot clock. Over right, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Ilyasova.
Well, you love to watch George Hill stroke it from the mid-range. Demonstrates his ability to score from just about anywhere.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. That with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it.
No. Yeah. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
our
about
name
it.
is attached to it.
Yeah. I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. The first one falls.
And I think, Kevin, the leadership that George Hill offers is invaluable. This guy is a phenomenal floor general.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Kleba, the pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. Now Hill. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really.
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of I'll do those 2 things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming? Right?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on, And around sophomore year, it felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, when did I get paid for this? Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both free throws good for Curry. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hill passes to Lopez. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Curry, and he lays it straight in. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
Now, here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Lopez with the bucket.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson kicks to Curry. Back to Brunson. Passes it to Kleba. Dishes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry with the 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Hill passes to Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, that's the aggressiveness by Robin Lopez. He doesn't shy away from contact.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first.
You know, with Robin Lopez, a career mid-70s free throw shooter, we'll take that any time from the center position.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Justin Jackson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Seth Curry. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run here. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good from Finney-Smith. Bucks trail by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And here's Brunson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Doncic. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Finney Smith. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. Lays it up off the glass. Middleton's got 7 points.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson with it. Guarded by Bledsoe. Brunson kicks to Powell. Hardaway from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Lopez with the ball. 6 points for him. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Wow, hammering it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Now here's Lopez. 9 points last game. Off target from outside.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Brunson. Now Hardaway. Tries again. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Bledsoe. Brunson covering. Bledsoe left side. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Mavericks pull it in. Finney Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic against Bledsoe. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. He's got 8. Pass to Powell. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now Hardaway following the 3-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Hardaway can't hit that one. Great D that time from Middleton.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Bledsoe left side. He dishes it to Lopez. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
So it's the Bucks now after the Mavericks pick up 3. Bledsoe outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. The Bucks getting another chance here. Giannis is double. Bledsoe outside. This one for 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Finney Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here is Doncic. He's got 8. Over Bledsoe. And Doncic gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And the Mavericks call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Wright. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
And Wright, no good on that one. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 9 points. Antetokounmpo against Jackson. And it's on it. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And Wright kicks to Jackson. And it's sent back by Lopez. Giannis with it. He's got 17. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit. We're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. The Bucks shooting straight 49% from the field. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Powell really using that length of his to draw fouls. Great anticipation from the young big.
A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Lopez outside. Off target with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 6. And Doncic, here we go.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Bledsoe left side. It's good. Bledsoe's got 6.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but still got the shot to fall.
Pass to Finney Smith. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Porzingis against Bledsoe. Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the dish to Bledsoe. Doncic with the steal. There's the pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. A baseline J. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. Outside Matthews. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Headed by Porzingis. Lopez, no luck.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Doncic with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Doncic against Bledsoe. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good on the bucket. Giannis has got 19 points.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Doncic passes to Powell. Now, here's Doncic over Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Matthews. Doncic trying to get open. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Man, way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Passes it to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Doncic gets it to go.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Of course, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's DiVincenzo, and he converts the layup. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Doncic finds Wright. Dallas, no good that time either.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now the feed to Doncic. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Hill, he's checked in for Matthews. And Dallas also making a switch. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Here's the teardrop. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Hill. Over Wright. Hill passes to Ilyasova. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Dallas. Kleba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Feeds it to Wright. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Pass to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-point bomb. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. And it's Wright sending it back. Jackson passes to Wright. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Inside. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Doncic. He's got 21. Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Hill against Wright. And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Ilyasova. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Mavericks also with a sub. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Porzingis. Bucks trail by 9. Hill left side. Korver dishes to Hill. Pass to Lopez. And the layup is good. Lopez has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, took the bump there, powered through it. Go ahead, Mr. Lopez, I see you.
And here is Curry. He's got 11. 16 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. He's got 13.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Ilyasova with the ball. Over Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. They have a 9-point lead. Now here's Wright. And he gets the bucket. Wright's got 6 points.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Lopez. Goes up again. Missed it, even after all those chances. Poked loose. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Curry. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Outside Curry. Wright looking around. Down low, Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 15th pick back in 2017, Justin Jackson, Doris, won a championship, as you know, at North Carolina.
Yeah, Kevin, he spent his first season and a half in Sacramento. Now he gets a new opportunity. Sometimes it's that next stop where young players really find success.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. He kicks to Hill. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Hill's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Lopez. Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hill against Jackson. Right outside. And the basket is good. And now a 12-point Dallas lead. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Hill against Wright. Outside Hill. Lopez outside. The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Dallas leading by 12. Hardaway kicks to Kleber. Right side Curry. He feeds it to Jackson. Curry trying to break free. Jackson misses.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Passes to Hardaway. Back to Wright. Pass to Kleber. Here's Curry. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Hardaway. Over Lopez. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And he trims the lead to single digits. That's 10 points for Chris Middleton.
You know, probably could have gone strong to the hoop, but with the D out of position on the break, I like his decision to take the three.
And Wright, here we go, over Bledsoe, and it's Wright missing. Bucks trail by 7. Now Bledsoe, here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And Wright kicks to Jackson. Pass to Curry. Bledsoe against Hardaway. Looking to get it going. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11. And so Curry will bring it up for Dallas. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. And the Mavericks call time here. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wright. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
That free throw good from Hardaway.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Bledsoe against Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mavericks leading by 4. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Powell, that's good.
Really nice shot by Powell with a hand in his face. That's the kind of scoring opportunity he might have turned down a couple of years ago, Kevin.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Curry looking around. Pass to Powell. That shot no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Matthews against Curry. Outside Hardaway. Back to Curry. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. That's a 2 from Powell. And he nails that one right through the net. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Now, this is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
The pass to Lopez. Giannis against Powell. Fires for 3. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Giannis. 9 points for Brook Lopez.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Hardaway against Middleton. Puts it up from 12. And another basket for Dallas.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Bledsoe finds Lopez.
Well, you have to love the energy from Brook Lopez. This guy has got deep inside position, and he accepts the hit like a champ.
Milwaukee, Brook Lopez. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Curry. Both free throws good from Lopez. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Middleton. Here's Powell.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
No good on the free throw.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 3. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. To tie it up. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Lopez with the block. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis over Bledsoe. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Hardaway against Middleton. Second chance shot. Great D that time from Middleton.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
And the first one drops.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And he can't hit the second.
Well, they should be looking at a three-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
The offensive rebound. That ties the game. 14 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Bledsoe with pass to Lopez. Dishes it to Middleton. Buries it from three-point range. And now it's a three-point Bucks lead.
Challenging this D with the three ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Now here's Hardaway. Up top, Doncic. Defended by Middleton. And Doncic gets it to go.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Here's Hardaway. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Here's Lopez. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
Now Lopez. Three-pointer. Lopez missing again.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
The pass to Finney-Smith. He dishes it to Hardaway. Shoots the three. Another three for Dallas.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
Giannis against Porzingis. To end the run, and Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. He's off on that one. Matthews, no one around him. Offline with his three. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Hardaway passes to Doncic. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter, and Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Porzingis against Antetokounmpo. The tray knocks down the three ball. Giannis has got 9 points in the quarter.
and he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's now 21 points for Porzingis. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Bledsoe. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. It falls!
Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 5. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Here's Middleton. The shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Hardaway. And the rejection by Giannis. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Matthews. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And so it's Milwaukee with it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Off target from 3-point range. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Dallas, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game, scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. From deep 3-point range, can't connect. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just